good morning. This is my third attempt at this. I'm very kind of annoyed. Basically, this is the third episode. As I'm sure you'll know, I played a game, but then something happened. I got my official rating at 376, and it just climbed up to 432. What the hell? Anyway, let's get into a new match. And I'm black. I hate being black. And I do not mean that in a racist way for anyone who's trying to think that. That is probably just the best option to take it. And I attack. Odds are he goes back. And I think my plan is to use that to protect the bishop. To do that, to get rid of him. That was a really annoying move. Because now I can't even get my queen out. I don't know what I can do here, so I'm just going to do this. And block. It makes no sense for him to take that. Unless he does it like that, I suppose. And I should have done that with the knight. But now I have an advantage of 2 points because I have a pawn and bishop for a pawn. Anyway, now I think I can open this center because, yeah, I can trade off the knights and the queen. And I will castle. See, now I can just do things with the knight. Yeah, I think this is the best move. But he's in a much better position than I am, and that irritates me. Because he's got both his knights out, and what can I do about it? And he just abandoned. I hate when they do that. I just went up by 46, holy crud, to 478. Let's get into a new match, I can't. And I'm white again. Let's just go with the usual tactics, Scandinavian. We've entered the middle game. And bro just blundered again. What is wrong with you? Basically forcing him to. And for some reason he refused to defend this. So now I'm a whole rook up in material. And I push away this guy. And that was actually very helpful. Now, as you can see, he's threatening to checkmate. So I defend myself. Because now, if he tries to check, the rook will take. I'll be 10 points ahead in material. But now it can get a little interesting. And I attack. I can just feast on my pawns. But I'm just going to do that, let him take the bishop. I'm still winning. And I can attack the rook. No, thought I had something. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this. Oh, that was stupid. I could have forked. No, I'm just going to do that. Ha! He blundered. Because now the rook is mine. And now I can just take his pawns and the game's over. I take the pawns and finish the job. Rotate the knight. And he abandoned again. Just do one more for good measure, shall we? Wait, I think rematch. New match. And let's just go with the classics. And I develop. I think I'm just going to try and trade off the queen. Now I can force him to trade it unless he moves it. But that's a bad idea because of that. Because he could have taken the pawn for free. Now I can try and offer a trade a different way. Looks like he wants to trade. That helps. Now I can long castle. But I don't think he's going to short castle. So I'm just going to go ahead. Castle. And I wonder if he sees what I'm trying to do here. Surprise, surprise, he actually does. And this is an even match. Now if he takes back, I've got a pawn. And then I'm just going to do this. Hope he blocks with the bishop so I can trade it. And I can take this. I should have probably moved one square instead of two. Anyways, I can now do that. I think I want to try and trade off the bishops. That'll be check. This is a tied scenario. But now I can't go anywhere. And it looks like I am officially losing. I think I'm just going to try and open up the board. Checkmate. I didn't even see that. Anyway, I think this is a review-worthy one. So, let's start the review. First, what was my rating? 750, that's abysmal. So, opening book moves. I have no idea what he was trying to do there. Yeah, I realised that would have been better. And then I get out the bishop. I was thinking about that, but then I thought to develop my own bishop. And they still wanted me to do that. So I check. Would have made a little more sense. And my pawn's hanging. Oh my god. Yeah, if they went a3, that would have been checkmate. Oh, I'm blind. Right. So that was not the best move. Anyway. Yeah, I should have done that first. And as you can see, I didn't notice that if I went f4 that was checkmate. So I did that instead to save the pawn. And then I went to attack, and then I realised that it's a box. And then he threatens to promote, and I just checkmate. So looks like that's it for this one. See you next time.